This is a quick demonstration on how to set up a ReelPortal server. To get started, just head over to ReelPortal.com and click on the download link. That should open up a new page. Over here on the bottom left, you can see there's an area called Server Software. Go ahead and select one of the packages below that corresponds to the operating system that you want to set up your ReelPortal server on. For this demonstration, I'm going to be setting it up on Windows. But I won't click on the link because I already have the bundle downloaded. So over here on the top right, you can see that I already have the server-win zip file downloaded, and I've already extracted the contents. So there's a chat server-win, server-win, along with the README and disclaimer. This chat server-win is for the chat server portion of ReelPortal, and the server-win is the actual video audio processing portion of the server for ReelPortal. The README file I have opened up here on the top left. It just has some information about how to run the two servers. Basically, you'd get a command window open, and to run the main portion of the server, you just type in server-win.exe, and the closing bracket with the server.log is it's an optional field. But basically all that's doing is it's sending all of the output from the server into a log file for you. And you can do this similar thing for the chat server-win.exe. And if you don't know how to open up a command prompt, you just head over to your start menu and type in cmd and hit return, and that gives you a command prompt. But I already have two of these command prompts open, so go ahead and run them from here. What will happen is if you open up a command prompt, you'll probably have to navigate to wherever you have the executables extracted to, but in this case, for this demonstration, I'm already there. And for each one of these, I'll just go ahead and hit return. So over here is server-win.exe. And if you have your Windows firewall enabled, just go ahead and allow access. And the same goes for the chat server if it complains about that, so allow access. And right now you can also see that it has generated two new output logs in this directory. And my ReelPortal server should be up and running. And I can test that by opening up the client. This is actually a standalone client for ReelPortal. You can get a copy of this off of ReelPortal.com as well. I'll just type in test and type in the IP for my server. Right now, the IP of my box that this ReelPortal server is running on is 192.168.1.2, and click OK. And there I am, connected to ReelPortal. That's running on my local box here on my Windows machine. And if I wanted to check that, I could always go over to this server.log file. Actually, this server.log file, and it shows that it did start up, and there has been a client connection established. So that's basically setting up your ReelPortal server for Windows box. Also worth mentioning is that ReelPortal does use it can use a P2P server. The P2P server that ReelPortal uses is Cumulus, and you can get more information on that. There's a link in the README file. So right now, ReelPortal works fine without the P2P server, but if you do run the P2P server, you can actually it should reduce the amount of bandwidth used, and you might help out if you have any latency problems as well. So right now, what I'll demonstrate is if you click on the P2P button, it says P2P server not found, which basically means that it's not running a server, or it's not connected to a P2P server right now. So I'll click OK. And what I can do is, if you go to the link over here, it says you can download for Windows a 32-bit binary or Linux source code. So go ahead and head over to that location. And over here there's this Windows 32-bit binary. I won't click on that because I already have that downloaded as well. So if you go over to here, you can see that I have this Cumulus server executable along with its corresponding files. And one thing that you will have to do is you'll have to create this cumulus server.ini file. It's listed here in the README, and in that file you're going to have to specify the port of 1945, as you can see right there. And that's basically just because ReelPortal is expecting to communicate with the P2P server on port 1945. So I'll go ahead and run this cumulus server and say OK for all the firewall exceptions. And you get the pop-up that says the RTMFP server has started on 1945, and you now have one client, which should be this ReelPortal client. And I can also check that by going over here and clicking on P2P, and instead of getting the pop-up that says no server found, it now says I have options of P2P on, off, or P2P assist. And that's basically how you set up a ReelPortal server on a Windows machine. Oh, also worth mentioning is if you want to shut this down, ReelPortal was meant to run in the background. So if you notice, even if I close out these command prompts, I'm actually still connected. The servers are still running. So in order to kill it, I'd have to come over to the task manager and manually kill it by ending process. So kill the chat server and also kill the video server. And as you can see, the client has been disconnected. So that's about it for setting up a ReelPortal server. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Thank you.